Well, good morning from beautiful Napa Valley. I'm here at one of my favorite places in the world, the St. Helena Farmers Market in St. Helena. And today I'm putting the old adage, what grows together goes together, to the test. They say the wines that grow in particular regions pair best with those foods. And so what better place to try that out than here in Napa Valley, where we are just so lucky to have the best of all worlds here, from incredible wines to produce and agriculture, livestock. So today we're going to go on a little farmers market haul. I'm going to be finding some things to pair with two wines that I found on Wine Access, a Sauvignon Blanc and a Cabernet Sauvignon, both here from Napa Valley. So follow me. We're going to explore the market, find some goods. I'm going to take them home, and then we're going to try to pair them with some delicious dishes. Let's go. The best place to start is going to be with our proteins. So I'm going to run down to the seafood stand to see if I can find something delicious on the protein side for that Sauvignon Blanc. Obviously, with it being a white wine, we're going to be looking for something a little lighter, maybe like a shrimp or a whitefish. And then I really want to do a nice salad with that. I always love Sauvignon Blanc with a salad. It always brings out some of those herbaceous flavors, and these prawns are looking incredible. So I think we're going to go that route over a salad. So I'm going to grab these and look for some salad goodies to go underneath of it. This is pretty cool. The St. Helena Montessori School does a full garden. They come to the farmers market and they sell everything. So I just grabbed some produce from them. We got some corn, we got some arugula, we got some garlic, onions, shallots, and now we just need a few more things and we'll be all set. I spot some grass-fed beef from Long Meadow Ranch over here. So let's see what we find. I see some really beautiful flat irons in the case here. We're gonna grab a flat iron, and I saw some figs back at Wheeler Farms, so I think what we'll do is do a little flat iron with a fig reduction. This is why I love the farmer's market, because you never know what you're gonna come across. I just found these egg-shaped eggplants, literally in an egg carton. They're shaped like eggplants. I've never seen them before. I don't know if you have, but we're gonna try them. It's the last carton. Let's do this. I always find some really great options at one of my favorite places, Be Here Farms, which is one of the only biodynamically certified farms in Napa Valley. All right, I think that just about does it. So let's go home, make some food. We're gonna be making a super simple summer, late summer, early fall salad. We're going to be pairing it with a Sauvignon Blanc that you are going to be really excited to learn about. Single site, Rutherford AVA Sauvignon Blancs, made by two of the most legendary vintners in Napa Valley, Bart and Daphne Araujo. Now, if that name rings a bell, well, it's for good reason. You may have heard of Araujo up in Calistoga. They used to produce the Araujo Islay Vineyard. This was a super, super premium wine, one of the best we've ever seen in Napa Valley. They sold it a few years ago and started this new project, Wheeler Farms, down in Rutherford. So they created this custom crush facility where a lot of premium winemakers, few premium winemakers, make their wines, but they also make two of their own labels, Wheeler Farms and then the Accendo label, which is their new premium answer to the Araujo Islay label. Yes. So I did talk about another Sauvignon Blanc before, the red Sauvignon Blanc. This is going to have a little bit more weight, a little bit more texture, a little bit more ripeness. It's going to lean more in this direction, in the melon direction. It's got a little bit more pineapple and guava, more tropical fruits on the nose. One of the things that I've always hated about Sauvignon Blanc that has a richness and a ripeness, which this definitely has, but not too much, has two problems. One, often it has residual sugar. This feels very, very dry. And the other problem is that it always feels very hot. So you get more of that burn, that alcohol burning in the back of your throat. This feels lovely and balanced, gorgeous, lifted, floral. It smells a little like the corn and the cobs. This is very exciting. Excited to dive into this. with a little Sauvignon Blanc. Hello. See how we did? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want in the wine pairing. All that sweet corn is coming out, a little bit of sweetness from the shrimp. I love the spiciness of the arugula, the tomatoes, the squash. It's all coming together. You notice I added a little bit of that Sauvignon Blanc right into where I was baking the squash and everything, just to give it an extra tie-in there. So I'm gonna get into lunch, and then we're gonna get into the dinner part of the wine pairing, which is gonna be with the Cabernet from Napa Valley as well. Today I'm moving on to red wine because I needed a little steak in my life. These are, of course, classic pairings. The steak coming from cattle that are raised here in Napa Valley. I also grabbed a little bit of baby eggplant. I grabbed some figs. I made a reduction. Voila, hello, thank you very much. Food and wine pairing 101. I was immediately taken with this story. It came across my inbox and I read it, I reread it, I read it again. I tried to figure out what was going on in there because it was a story that was kind of too good to be true. And then I called up Wine Access and I was like, what's going on? And they still couldn't give me exactly the sources, but I have a pretty good idea in my mind. And when I tell you this Cabernet is over delivering by, I don't know, about $300. I don't think that I'm exaggerating. So this is a really cool story. This is one of the great things that Wine Access does is tap into these kind of crazy scenarios that happen every now and then in Napa Valley. So basically what happens is some big winemaker has access to an amazing vineyard with amazing fruit, and for whatever reason they can't use it. And so now they have all this extra fruit from this vineyard which might have gone into a Cabernet that is $300, $400, $500 that now they have no use for. So in this case, Wine Access sort of got a hold of this fruit. They made a bottling of it, and when I tell you it is seriously over-delivering, I'm not kidding. This is super lush, super round. I've already dumped into it. I actually added a little bit into my red wine, into my fig reduction, which is going over top of the steak I have here. Super round, super viscous, really intense, really lush. The tannins are nice and round and soft. This is a 16 that is drinking really well right now. 16s have been on the tannic side for me, but I really, really like what this is doing in the glass. I just opened this not too long ago. Wow. Massive, massive fruit here. Tons of fig, tons of raspberry, cassis, blackcurrant, all of the things that you might expect from a high-end Napa Valley wine. This is big, it's opulent. For those of you who love Napa Valley wines that are true to the stereotype, big, intense, kind of like knocks you off your feet, this is going to be your wine, and it's going to over-deliver at $35 a bottle. Literally can't believe it. All right, so I'm going to take a bite of my steak, see how it pairs. I'm sure it will be delicious. I mean, I made it, but still, it's, well, it would seem that what grows together does in fact go together. Sauvignon Blanc with your salad, Cabernet with your steak. I'm not breaking any new ground here, but I am showing you that I think when you source from places that are near where the wine is grown, if you have that luxury, it's always going to be better. Something that made me fall in love with wine was food and wine pairings, and so anytime I can do this, I'm really excited. This massively over-delivers. The Wheeler Farms Sauvignon Blanc massively over-delivers. Everything is available on Wine Access, and of course, if you buy 6 bottles or more, it is free shipping. I don't know where you can find a better deal with wine right now. I just, every time I try these wines, I'm kind of blown away. And so with that, I think I'll bid you adieu. This has been super fun. Thank you so much for watching. And cheers to Napa Valley. Cheers to harvest in Napa Valley. Wherever you are in the world, please take a little time, enjoy food and wine pairing, and be inspired, get creative, and don't feel afraid to jump outside of the box. See y'all soon.